like we're just gonna need an extra minute or two here to get everything set up. But while we do, just as a reminder, hey, even if you guys can't donate, tweet at us. You can tweet about us. You can post us on Twitch. You can make some kind of. I'm not gonna judge, but any kind of social media exposure, of course, helps the cause fun. And after we reach our goal, all the money is going straight to Doctors Without Borders. And in fact, we have a $30 donation from Radis89. Doesn't look like there was any comment on there, but if you want that to go towards anything, hit us up in the chat or PM one of the mods. We'll put that towards something for you. Thanks so much.
All right. So, hello everyone. We are here with Densha Lightning Stage.
Hello.
And
hello guys.
Hello.
Hello guys. How are you doing?
Did I start too early?
Hopefully not.
Okay, we're gonna watch the intro now, so that you guys know what kind of game this is. Because I guess 99% of this stream doesn't know what Densha is actually.
But they should.
Yeah. It is basically a game about drifting with trains. And it's kind of spacey and weird, but you will see and you will know what's going to happen in just a bit. We have an echo. It's basically initially with trains. Okay, no echo. There we go. So yeah, that's the intro. This game is based on Initial D. It's like a parody of it, but my co-commentator Lord Mouse will definitely explain more about this story about it, and I guess we're gonna start, right? The timer starts when the game is not crashing. Oh, the game just crashed. It happens from time to time. Yeah, the game is kind of heavy with crashing. We have to listen to the intro cutscene once again.
You can just skip that.
Yeah, we can skip that. So yeah. The timer starts when the announcer says go. So I will count down at it as well, and I hope the chat will also do that. It's gonna count down from 5 to go in Japanese. So let's start. First stage is Kaisuke. Countdown is incoming.
Don't be confused about the 5.
Ni, ich, go!
Go!
Let's go, train drifting!
So yeah, go in Japanese is the 5, and that's, yeah.
Basically what you're doing in this game is like drifting with trains, but Dustin is gonna explain more about the story and stuff.
So as you see, Jugachi immediately went on the what you call multi-track drift, because in this game, compared to the other games, which I will say a bit more in a second, you go a bit faster if you multi-track drift. It's not much, but over the whole course, it just builds up a good time save. So, multiple games, I said. There's this game, Lightning Stage, which is the first in the series. There have been 3 other games so far, Burning Stage, Climax Stage, and Rising Stage, with a 5th game in development called Shining Stage. You immediately probably hear Eurobeat in the background. That's because, as Jugachi already pointed out, this series is based on Initial D. It's a parody. Technically, it's based on... well, not technically, it is based on a parody manga with the exact same name, which currently has 44 chapters. And this game is basically a fan game based on the manga series. Densha D takes a few things over the top. That Initial D already took a bit over the top, but yeah, just too much. So as for our first opponent, we have Kaisuke. There's nothing much to it. He's basically just talking, wait, how can he catch up? That kind of stuff. If someone is talking Japanese and can potentially like follow it a bit, if I'm saying something wrong, I'm sorry. But this is the main we're basically getting out of seeing the panels and the emotions of the characters. So yeah. The game is subtitled in Japanese as for the voices as well. An English subtitle that is planned, so people that play this game will actually understand what it's about, because we also lack some understanding in a few parts here and there, and we hope that's gonna help out there. But more to this game, you saw him just switching back lanes there and going full speed into this, almost looking like the train would derail.
Yeah.
But in a lot of these corners you can just go full speed, even though it might look like you derail. It's fine. In others you need to slow down or go multi-track. If you're multi-tracking, there's a lower chance of your cards derailing. And you will see that in the second level. Well, actually in the first one as well. Once we're actually starting to use glitches. One of which is coming up.
Little glitch is incoming in just a bit after the station, or like second station. After this, we're gonna see the first glitch that we found. If you are bouncing into your opponent, you're not losing any speed, and there's literally a chance that you not derail with your cards. So if you derail your first card, you lose the race immediately because you can't drive anymore. So the first little bouncing trick glitch is incoming, and I hope I get it.
Okay.
Didn't get it completely right, but that's fine. Normally you should supposed to be in front of him right now with the glitches, but as the game intended to be that you're not in front of him, because it's normally scripted that you can't be in front of him, but it's not a big time loss anyways, so...
It's a very short time window where you can actually get that. As you noticed, he bumped into his opponent to not derail, but he hit right in between two of his cards, which made him slow down.
Yeah, instead of like giving or keeping the speed.
And as Jugachi also pointed out, there's like if you derail your first card, you're not allowed. You're basically not able to drive anymore. There's 3 states your card can basically be in, or your cards rather. You have the normal driving state, which both are in right now. You have a small derail state, where when you go too fast, cards go red, and you're being slowed down to like 80 to 90 kilometers per hour. And there's the so-called self-propelled impossibility, which is when your first card derails to a point of not being able to get back on track again. Once that happens, basically over.
Yeah, soon a famous cutscene or emote thing, meme is coming up, so prepare your emotes in chat for the multi-track emote that you may know out of memes and stuff. We're gonna overtake him here in this corner, and right now a little cutscene will play, and then I want to do the multi-track, and then something will happen. Yeah, this translated multi-track drifting image and the music Deja Vu's originally not into the game. With the help of Yunushi, the creator of the game, we could be able to put in some mods in, so we can like modify some stuff. It's gonna lose like 15 seconds overall if we're gonna play that cutscene, but it is kind of worth it.
Definitely is worth it.
Okay. Can I sneak a donation in real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Wait. The first little speed up is coming in the
right.
first race, and then you can do it. So, normally you not be able to overtake Nakazato, but if you're braking in the beginning and Kaisuke from the first stage is bouncing into you, you get a lot of speed, and this gives you an insanely speed boost that you can't normally be in. And with this strat, you'll be able to overtake Nakazato, which is normally not possible at all, even in the anime. In Initial D, you see that Nakazato is always in front of you, but with this little glitch, you are in front of Nakazato, which takes overall like 15 seconds. Now you can read the donation.
Sure. So we had $5 from TW Roxas. He said, "Put the sword shovel knife." Thank you so much. But we also had $1 from Okiju, who said, "Nani? Go Jugachi!"
Nani? You're gonna listen or hear that word multiple times in this game.
Oh yeah, you saw that Nakazato's face from the subtitle was stuck for a longer while because they overlapped, like the subtitles overlapped because Jugachi's going so fast in this part. Not actually supposed to happen, but well yeah.
You will see something familiar in the next stage as well. When you're going too fast, the game is like not supposed to play multiple cutscenes at once, so you will see like multiple cutscenes playing at once, which looks hilarious and sounds weird at some point. So we're like super far ahead of Nakazato right now, and if you followed the story of Initial D, Nakazato is at some point trying to overtake you because you like made a mistake or something, but Ormouse can explain it better in just a bit. But we're so far ahead of him that we actually need to slow down that he can catch up, because he's trying to do something, and if he's not close we can't like get an early ending.
The mistake, the one you're talking about, the miscalculation, is only happening in the fourth one, but this one basically, from what I remember, it's been a while since I watched the first stage. So in this one, you'll see once it happens, he's technically in front of you all the time, but at some point Takumi tries to overtake him and Nakazato pushes himself just a little bit too much. And once we're at that part, you'll see something magical happen. So I forgot to mention in the beginning, because of the donations, that Nakazato is going so fast because he has a Nissan GTR RB36, was it, engine in his train. You might think this is counterproductive because it's a vehicle, like a car engine in a train, but apparently it works out, so that's something.
Oh yeah. At this point right now, Nakazato is like going crazy that we're still so close to him, and normally he should be so far ahead, and he's going like super crazy and insane, but now he's going even more insane. And after this cutscene, he's trying to do something which is not going to his favor. So he's like flipping out right now. Little slow motion cutscene, and now he's like trying to do like a super boost speed, but he's still accelerating, and his engine is just gonna blow up, and he will lose the race out of it. And that is the reason why we overtake him and win this race. Next one is Shingo that we're gonna see. If the game's not crashing, there we go. Next stage is Shingo, and with Shingo we have like, this is like the funniest thing that we ever see with the speed boosting bouncing that we found, and you will just see, it's ridiculous.
So, if I remember correctly, Shingo was the first one where we discovered the like the speed boost glitch on. In the beginning, it was a way more like difficult setup, but right now it's actually simple, like super simple.
So yeah, what you're doing is you're switching with your full train to his lane, and he's bouncing your carts, and while he's like way faster than you, and he's bouncing your carts and you're gaining a lot of speed. But with this game, if you're holding acceleration, your speed is locked to 160 kilometers per hour. But if you let go of acceleration, you just let him bump you, you're going insanely fast and over 200 kilometers per hour most of the time. And we try to use that in every single stage. And because of that we're going so fast and multi-track the whole time, we can't derail for some reason. So we're going lightning fast through corners that normally you're going through, if you're playing this casually, with like 120 kilometers per hour, and we're just going through this with like 260.
So as someone already pointed out, gum tape deathmatch, yes, this this race is actually a reference to the gum tape deathmatch in Initial D. So you, as Jugachi said, you aren't able to drive really fast around the corners on these on the street ones. Also, the part where he just switched back lanes a few seconds ago, he needed to do that, otherwise he would derail to what's it called, to self-propelled impossibility. Basically, before we found that point out, we were like, yeah, we have to slow down there, but we actually don't. After some more testing, and upcoming is another small section where he needs to quickly switch back to his normal lane to not derail the train.
Switch lanes. So from now on, I basically don't have to press any buttons. I could basically just go to the toilet, get something to drink, or do something. For the next minute, I don't have to do anything, and I win the race anyways. Which is kind of funny for a speed game, that you can like go a minute and 1.5 minutes away from your game and still win the race, which is so funny. And at one specific downhill section, we will reach 300 kilometers per hour, which is insanely fast for a train.
It's coming up.
Yeah, just came up here.
If you switch camera angles real quick to the top view, you'll see that the next corner coming up is a 90-degree angle.
Yeah,
and
so imagine a train going through these corners with over 250 kilometers per hour, which is ridiculous.
So wait, is this the lightning stage?
This is
lightning stage, yeah.
Yes.
This is the first game.
If we get a moment, I got a quick question.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
It's a good one. Alveo donated $1. Kansai Drifto!
Yeah.
Don't skip this next cutscene. The cutscene, by the way.
Yeah. There we go.
Remember that.
Here's the cutscene coming up. So originally Shingo is trying to hit you with his train, which is already ridiculous, but he missed, and then he crashed flying to space, and you won the race because of it.
So yeah, as I said before already, over the top. His train's just flying into space. In Initial D, it's just him hitting the guardrail and hurting himself.
Is this the game multi-track drifting? Yeah, it's the multi-track drifting game. So, next coming up is the last main stage in this game. It is against Ryosuke. And this lovely song, Flowing Scent of Time, is getting nightmares for Konasumi and Lord Mouse, who originally started playing this game in terms of speedrunning, and maybe you explain why.
So when we started playing this game, so the main reason why we picked this up is I found the games online, as you do with other games, and I was just like, wait, I've seen this game like half a year ago, and I never been able to play it. Let's just play it. And it was actually a really technical and fun game. And later on, like a few weeks ago, I found a post on a forum in regards to Konasumi, talking about this game around 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. He knew about this series for so long, but never got around to playing it either. So that's pretty funny. And basically, it's a difficult game at first. It's still very technical, especially for us that know how to play the game. Because you mess up one trick and it's over. You gotta restart the whole run.
This game with the current strats is so optimized right now. The world record is just 3 seconds off the best possible time that is currently being achievable, but there's a little bit of RNG factor in it as well. So with the current strats, it's so optimized to get a really good run going. So the game it doesn't look technical. You think like, oh, driving a train is not that difficult, I think, but like every single mistake is ridiculous.
But yeah, what I wanted to say in regards to the main question, why we have nightmares from the song, or I at least, is because we didn't know how to beat Ryosuke for like several hours straight. Up until I got it by accident, and we still didn't know how to beat him. So we later on hit up Janushi, and he told us, okay, we need to do it at that part.
So yeah, it's actually coming up right now.
So yeah, you can explain something about that.
So yeah, the original way to do this is when you enter this stage, you have to use the emergency brake because you're making a mistake and he's like miscalculating stuff. And then he's trying to overtake you. But with the current strat, we don't need to do that because we can just get bumped by him, the trick that we found early out, and getting his speed boost again. We're losing some cards here, but that's fine. Now you see like cards going ham and flying through space. And yeah, with that we're just using the boost speed that we figured out, and with that we're gonna win and be in front of Ryosuke the whole time. Normally he's overtaking you at that part, but we're using his speed to like getting bumped. We need to get a little bit slower through this, or we would derail with just one card. Now I'm just waiting for Ryosuke to catch up, so he's gonna bump me again. I get a lovely speed boost, and then just go and win the race out of it. When he's coming, if he's coming, there he is. He's giving me a speed boost now. Switching lanes, and now we're lightning fast, going through corners without derailing, and this should already be it, and I should be winning. No matter what.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, the game could still crash and stuff, like, a lot of stuff already happened. So yeah.
Yeah. You go ahead.
Go.
Ah, okay. So in a rather recent marathon that Kona and I had a race in, Kanasumi, the other runner, my game crashed like 4 times in that marathon.
Yeah, this game...
It's super random.
It's random. Sometimes you can play this game for hours without crashing, and sometimes you just boot it up, press one button, and it crashes 20 times in a row for some weird reason. But dude, everyone should pick up this game. It is very technical, I would say. Everyone that is like going for good times say this game is so technical. How are you doing it?
I'm still gonna be super surprised once somebody is just joining in and being like, yo, I found this glitch, I'm down to 12 minutes in this game. Like, what?
Yeah. We tried every like single combination and what could we do to improve the time, but we can't find anything.
Yeah, we're out of ideas.
We're completely out of ideas. So the current world record it's in-game time, it's 17:08.
You mentioned time coming up or something?
Oh yeah, time is coming up shortly. Wait. And... time.
17:08 you were. Like the current world record.
Yeah, the current world record is 17 minutes 08, and when we have been at the moment where we said, 22 minutes in-game time is like the best possible time, we randomly found massive glitches and stuff, and we put the game down to the low 17 minutes in just 2 weeks.
Looks like it was 1945.
Oh, nice. It was 1741 in-game time, which is 20-something seconds of world record. But as I said, with the cutscene, we're losing like 15 to 20 seconds. So it was a pretty solid run. Everyone, please keep donating to get the Japanese runners to AGDQ. Densha DD will also be at AGDQ, so be prepared for that if you like the train game. And yeah, keep donating, get the runners to AGDQ. Love you all. Bye bye.
Thanks for that amazing run, guys. I think we will be hard pressed to find a game more anime than Densha DD.
Yeah.
Stage. Oh, but we're gonna try. We have a couple of really awesome games coming on our schedule. We have Swift Stitch, which is it's actually a game I'd heard of ages ago. It was part of the Mystery Tournament back in the day. I'm really glad someone picked it up for a speedrun, because the consensus when we all played it blind was, wow, this game has some really cool mechanics. I'm sure you could do something silly. And then following that, we have Silver Grapple by our good friends Ivan and Knox, and Donkey Kong Country 80% also by Suzuri. So be sure to stick around this morning. We got a pretty good schedule coming.
yeah, thanks for having me, and good luck with the marathon.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
No problem.
Guess we're just moving down.
Yes.
No, we're being moved down. Okay.
I guess
Hey,
we're
just
still live.
No, it should be off in just a second. Probably sound muted already. Initial leaks. Good luck on your run.
Hey, thanks, man.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be it's probably gonna be a train wreck. No pun intended. Oh man.